What's up? Hey, what's up, y'all? While we waiting for this Fortnite game to go, just want to let y'all know, life be life, but what you need to do is remember, staying temporary. Say temporary. Say temporary. Give me one more time. Say it with faith. Say temporary. God. Right? NBA Finals popping. I ain't even watching, bro. I done lost interest. You know my interest is in now? Look, I ain't saying, look, let me stop before I say something. I don't know, man. You might have to turn the volume up on this video. But you gotta trust God, bro. You got to. Because look, if you're gonna put your trust in anything, everybody put their trust in something, bro. Whether it's the bottle, whether it's the weed, whether it's the rate, the sex, whether it's the money, whether it's the rate. Everybody put their trust in something, right? Let me tell you, all them other things you try to put your trust in gonna fail you, right? Ask me. I tried everything. I basically tried everything. And if I didn't try it, I didn't want to try it, right? Probably. Hey, look, why not put your trust in the thing that can be trusted the most? The only thing that's truly reliable, right? His nickname is All Reliable, right? It's Jesus. Ooh, I got him, look. I'm trying to shoot him, look. Come on, come here. Oh, you scary, huh? Got him. He was scared, right? That's okay, though. Sometimes it might get a little scary. Oh, my God. Sometimes it might get a little scary, right? What you trying to do with a guy. But you need to hold on, right? Trust God. God allowed the Israelites to almost catch up, right? Then what he do? He said, Moses, lift up your staff. God. Jesus allowed Lazarus to die, right? Then what he do? He said, come on, let's go down there. He's only asleep. Oh, my God. You understand? You understand? God let Goliath mock and say all types of crazy stuff and mock the Israelites for all them days. And then what did he do? See, the Israelites was shaking in fear. They thought it was over for a second, right? Probably. They probably thought it was over, right? They didn't think David was going to survive. They didn't think he would. No, they didn't. They thought David was going on a suicide mission, right? Yes, they did. What if I told you some people looking at you, they think you going on a suicide mission when you try to go harder, when you obey something God tell you to do, when you give him your life and you just like the Bible says, when it said whoever holds on to the life will lose it, but whoever, right, lays it down for basically for Jesus, gonna save it, gonna find it. See, people might be looking at me thinking I'm losing it, but no, I'm actually finding it. Oh my God, true life, right? Life abundantly with Christ, everlasting life. It all comes in a bundle. You know how you can buy bundles in video games? You can get like a Fortnite bundle. You can get right? Yeah, know. You come in the, you know what come in the Jesus bundle? Everything you need, the answer to your problem, right? That's what come in the Jesus bundle. Yeah, believe it or not, it's just, right? I'm walking evidence, right? I had no answer, right? I was all out of answers, trust me. See, it's a lot of y'all, the issue is a lot of y'all didn't see me in 2019, bro. I was all out of answers, bro. I was the epitome of all out of answers, bro. I was down bad, right? Rock bottom. And then the answer, no, I ain't talking about Allen Iverson. My gosh. The answer came, oh my God. And now I'll never be the same. My life, he changed. And for you, he can do the same. Oh my gosh. See, you really think that more followers you really think that if you just get that girl, right, that you like on Instagram, you think that's gonna solve your issue, bro? You think if you just get more money and get that Lamborghini, it's gonna, no, bro, I'm telling you, bro. Dude, I grew up with money, but my parents were bro. I grew up with money, right? And trust me, I was the dang, boy, my life probably was going the worst out of anybody I knew, right? And I grew up, check this, and I grew up with more money than pretty much everybody I knew, right? But somehow my life was going the worst out of everybody, right? It's because I was missing the answer, right? Tell me how that worked, right? Boy, my 11th birthday looked like a god dogging, right? Like we dang, right? We threw a party like we was a god dogging, right? Like it was a Great Gatsby or something. Oh my God. I was just turning 11, right? Big old water slide, snow cone machine, everybody in the dang neighborhood coming through basically. Everybody in the city came through, felt like, right? Game truck, dish, right? All this stuff, pool, basketball, everything you could think of, right? But it wasn't the answer, right? Y'all don't understand, bro. I grew up with everything I wanted, right? And y'all don't understand, bro. All that stuff y'all pursuing, bro, I literally already got that. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you want a sports car? Bro, both my parents got sports cars, right? And I get to drive them sometimes. What's up? That ain't the answer, right? You want to live in a big mansion? I grew up in a mansion, right? What else, right? What else you want? You want a bunch of followers? I bought 800,000 followers, and I had 800,000 followers. You want man approval? I had man approval, right? Everybody used to rock with me, right? And don't get me started about how if everybody rock with you, that's a bad sign, right? Very bad sign. But everybody used to rock with me, right? And I told y'all I used to be on that devil stuff for real. Y'all thought Lil Uzi was on that devil? No, I was really, right? Ask about me, right? Well, that the dude they like, right? The devil dude. They invite they talk well of you. They love you when you on that devil, when you post stuff about the devil, right? Trying to be funny. When you post stuff about Jesus, then they right? They don't want nothing to do with you, right? Why is that? Because of what's inside of you, right? Yeah. It's because they ain't got no wisdom, bro. See, if they was wise, they realize, oh shoot, I need to get what's good for me. I need to be around people that's good for me. No. Just like the Bible says, woe to those who think good is evil and evil is good, right? These people think it's good to listen to music talking about we gonna F this, smoke this, drink this, have sex with that. They think people with 6 baby mamas and counting, right? They think, right? Oh yeah, they think dudes like that. They go to their concert, they pay money for them, to see them perform. They say, oh, such and such is the GOAT. They bump their music in their car. But the dude who raising his family, got his kids in school and college, and spreading love, donating this, staying out of trouble, or they don't bump his music, right? Why is that? Do overdose on drugs and kill himself, and you know what they do? They bunch of people put him as the profile of their Instagram, right? Almost like they do with Jesus. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He overdosed on drugs, right? Don't get me started about how that's another reason why how that's an example of why you shouldn't walk by feedback and not faith. Don't get me started, right? Because he was walking by feedback, right? Y'all know what dude I'm talking about. The dude OD'd on, right? Y'all know that dude. He's the epitome of walking up by feedback, right? They was paying him money. They was clapping for him while he was doing that devil stuff, right? And then he OD before he hit 25. You think if he knew that was gonna happen, he would have done all that stuff? No, he wouldn't have. Especially if you seen where that dude is right now, right? Because he ain't in heaven, right? You think if he seen all the stuff that's gonna happen to him by taking a road he chose to take, you think he would have did? No, he wouldn't have done it. No, I could tell you he wouldn't have done it, right? Don't be like that. Don't be the dude who take the wrong path and then afterwards regret it, right? Don't be that dude, because let me tell you, you might think it's gonna be lights out and ain't gonna be no. You gotta answer to somebody, right? And if you like me and God gave you another chance when you shouldn't have had another chance, trust me, do not take that for granted, right? Because if you keep playing around, right, hey, don't bank on him. Don't bank on him. You keep rejecting him. Don't bank on him, right? He might say, all right, I'm taking my hands off this dude. You see what happened with King Saul, bro? Took his hands off the dude, right? He told Samuel, I'm sorry I made him king, right? That man Samuel, he said he was wailing the whole night, praying, wailing, praying, crying. Read about it, bro. Because he was distraught, right? Oh, I'm here to tell you, you can be like Saul, bro. You can have a big old title, be in charge, and still be taking an L, right? Because that's what he was doing, right? Hey, he had the king position, right? Everybody want to be the king, it seemed like, right? He had the king position. Yeah, I'm talking about Saul. And if you read about it, what was he doing? Throwing temper tantrums. He was trying. Remember, he tried to kill David like 3 times, right? He would have a dang temper tantrum, trying to throw the spear at David. That dude was miserable, right? I'm here to break it to you. It don't matter how much money you got, how many followers, no matter what you drive, no matter how big your business is. If you ain't got the answer, that's how it's gonna be in your life. It's gonna be like trying to eat cereal with a fork. it's gonna be like you kind of doing something, but you ain't really doing nothing. John 15:5, right? I'm the vine, you are the branches. He, right? Well, apart from me, you can do nothing, right? You think you're doing something? Why? Cause they come to your concert, your little devil concert, right? You think you do something. You think you're doing something because they watch your video when you're having sex on a video. You think you're doing something. You get a lot of followers. No, the only thing you're doing is hurting yourself, right? Ask me. I'm telling you. I thought y'all should have seen me. I thought I was doing something, right? And what's deep is nobody, there was minimal people in my life that tapped me on the shoulder and said, hey, you know you ain't doing nothing, right? This is all foolishness. I could count on my hand, right? That's sad, right? Most people, you know what they were doing? Encouraging me. I'm here to break it to you. That's why you don't walk by feedback. You walk by faith, right? Hey, that's why I'm cool with right? I'm cool with right? With whatever happened, right? Because as long as God pleases me, right? I know I'm doing something right. I don't care if I don't care if they say something bad about me. I don't care, right? I don't care if they make fun. I don't care, right? I don't care if the girl that, if she would have been with me, if I wasn't doing all the G stuff, but she don't want to be with me because I'm doing the G stuff. Think about it. Do you even want a girl who don't want to be with you because you're doing G stuff? See, y'all got to think of this stuff, bro. It's the same with man approval. You might lose their approval if you do this Christian stuff. But do you want people to approve of you that would disapprove of you if you're doing Christian stuff? Think about it. No, right? See, y'all you need to sit down and think about stuff, bro. Y'all don't be thinking hard enough about this stuff. So sometimes you gotta put the phone down, bro. Y'all remember when Jesus went to the wilderness 40 days? Y'all remember that? That was one of the best decisions I ever made, right? That was one of the best decisions I ever made. I had my own wilderness season, right? I'm coming out of it, but it was one of the best decisions I ever made, right? Because sometimes you gotta put everything to the side, bro, and say, hold on, I need to check myself, right? And like, I'll be lying to you if I said it's gonna be easy in the wilderness, right? No, it's gonna be hard sometimes. But you're gonna find, look, I ain't saying isolate. Don't do that, right? But you might have to take some time for yourself, right? Because a lot of times, the people y'all be around be your problem, right? Ask me. The people I was around was, if I could point to anything that was jacking me up the most when I was in the world, it was the people I was around, bro. And what's crazy is I had all the friends, right? But if I was really looking at what was really going on, see, if you would have asked me, I would have said, oh yeah, I have a bunch of friends. But if you want to keep it real, was any of them really friends if they was all negatively affecting me? Oh my God, see, this is too deep for some of y'all, bro. I used to push away the people that was helping me, and I used to run to the people that was hurting me, right? That's how it is when you're in the world. Why? Because it's a lie, bro. You see how it's a common theme about how the devil wants you to do things that hurt you? Think about it. The music he wants you to listen to, that don't help you, that hurt you. The things he wants you to do, he wants you to be sleeping with girls you're supposed to sleep with. He wants you to be doing drugs you're supposed to do. He wants you to be, right? Everything this dude wants you to do is hurting yourself. But guess what? He got y'all thinking is actually helping you, right? He got y'all thinking is what you're supposed to do. Why is it cool to have 6 baby mamas, right? Why do y'all go to that dude concert and act like he Jesus? Why is that cool? See, it's all cool, fun and games until you one of the baby mamas and you get your heart broken and you over here strung out on drugs, prostituted, or what about that murder music? It's all fun and games until you the one getting killed, shot, until your cousin or your son dead in the street. Then it ain't cool no more to be talking about we gonna kill this, we gonna, right? It's always fun. Ask me, bro. It was cool. I was cool until the car was flipping, bro. Then it wasn't cool no more, right? You see how it's a lie? Oh, I ain't gonna say much. I'm trying to be fake. It wasn't cool, right? But look, it looked cool. Hey, they treat me like I was cool, right? That's sad, right? But then what happened to you when you do that stuff, which is inevitable, then it ain't cool no more. I ain't gotta say nothing else. You gotta get comfortable with not being cool, right? Cause that's what's really cool, right? Not when they think you cool, when God think you cool, that's when you really cool, right? That's sad, right? When you do set out, jack your life up, they clap for you, they follow you on Instagram. They'll even give you awards, right? They'll give you awards. They'll buy shoot. They'll even nominate you as dang president. God. See, let me start, because if I start talking about politics, I'm gonna lose everybody, right? Everybody gonna stop watching, right? I don't even touch politics, but that's true, right? That's what they do in this world, right? That's why I like Jesus. They try to make Jesus king, and he said nah. He said nah. Why would Jesus say no when they was trying to make him king? Think about it. That's deep, right? And then you know what's even deeper? They went from saying you should be the king to we gonna kill you, right? In a short time, they went from we want you to be king to choose Barabbas, right? In that short amount of time, right? You see how people can switch? How they go from we want you to be king to crucify him, right? In 5 minutes. That's why you can't go off of feedback, bro. That's why I like John chapter 6, when he said, when he looked at the 12, after he was talking about eat the flesh and the blood, and they left him, and he looked at the 12, he said, y'all gonna leave too? And look, you gotta be like Peter, right? Lord, to whom will we go? Because where else he gonna go, right? You gonna run back? You can't run back. If I left and went back, where would I go? Back to rehab? Like, think about it. What did me doing what I want to do get me? Nothing. Think about where you was when you was before, right? What would you even go back to? Foolishness, right? But you know what's deep? A lot of people be trying to encourage me to go back. You see how they keep, you see, like, if you listen to what they say, right? I'm telling you, a lot of 'times you're going to find yourself regretting it. Now, I ain't saying don't get no godly counsel, But just make sure you ain't listening to some foolishness, right? You don't see what the problem is, y'all be forgetting, bro. You know when people forget about what God took them from? You know when people forget? Everybody seem to forget. Bro, the Israelites, when they was in the wilderness, but they had already acting like they forget about Moses splitting the waters, forget about the slavery. That short amount of time, they acting like they're all brand new. Complaining about we ain't got enough food. Like, bro, you didn't just realize that's how we be, though. It be 2 years go by, we forget totally. I mean, nah, bro. Oh my God. Y'all know it's facts. Y'all know it. How about the car, bro? Oh, how about the car? I'm on the right side. Y'all know it's facts, though. Keep going? Okay, look. I keep going, look. Because y'all know I mean. Because y'all know I be preaching out here. Listen. Look. The way to win, bruh, is to get it settled. Look, make the decision. Deep down, make the decision. I'm not going. If God tell me to do something, I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if I look crazy. I don't care. Hey, that's why I like when remember when David, when he was dancing, and then he went right, and then he went back to the crib, and one of his wives, it was Saul's daughter, right, Michael or whatever, right. She remember it said that she was like basically treating him like he was right, condemning him for it, making him feel bad, cause he was look. He even be the ones closest to you sometimes, bro. And it don't mean they bad people all the time. It just mean right. Do you know how many times I do something and I'm like, you know what? I got the Holy Spirit, but that wasn't very holy, right? Y'all try to be. It wasn't because I wasn't looking out for a dude, right? I might have said something wrong. I might have been unfair. I might have, shoot. You know what happens a lot? You know what my issue is? Sometimes I'll treat people unfairly, right? I'm trying to find an example. Y'all, hold on. I'm trying to find an example. Oh, okay, here's a good example. Let's just say, I ain't talking about me, I'm just talking about in general. Let's say somebody walk in church, two people walk in church, right? One's Kirk Franklin. The other dude is a regular dude working 9 to 5 that look like Fat Albert, right? Who the church treat better? Look, what I'm trying to say is, sometimes they ain't even gotta be working for the devil, bro. They will just, right? We just got, bro, Romans 7, right? Sometimes we just do the wrong thing, bro. You know, when people stop going to church because a couple bad things happen to them? And I'm like, hold up. if you went to church every time and nothing bad happened, would we even need Jesus? Because that would make everybody perfect, right? It's like if you try to find a place where everybody perfect, right? Ain't nothing bad happen, then we might as well just change. We might as well not even do the Jesus stuff. If a place like that exists, right? You see, this is turned out. Bro, most people I know that are Christian, bro, don't go to church as much because of that, bro. He on the left side, bro. Oh my, bro, Giddy on the left side. Oh my gosh. We gotta get a dub, bro. Oh my gosh. We gotta get a dub. We keep dying top 10. We keep dying top 10. We like right there. Change your gun, bro. What is that? Nah, bro. That ain't gonna do it. Oh my gosh. You gotta change your gun. Hold on. Okay. I think my headphones about to die, bro. Nah. You talk about, bro, we gotta get it done this time, my headphones. Drop at Vader's Samurai Solitude. You're gonna get the saver. Come on. Bro, that's what people don't understand. If you look at how, bro, do the research. Look how old the disciples were, bro. They were our age, bro. A lot of it says they were estimated like teenagers to like 30s, bro. Like 30s is max, bro. But but if a lot of churches, would they let me preach on a pulpit? No, what a lot of people do? They be offended. How is this dude who's 20-something preaching to us? You know why? Because he can preach. What the heck? See, it sound good. No, we ain't gonna let 20-some-year-old preach to us. Would you let 20-some-year-old Jesus preach to you? Jesus came into the synagogue when he was 12, bro. Y'all remember that? He was 12. And, bro, he had the teachers of religious law, he had them amazed. They said they were amazed, bro. That's why look, it don't matter. It matter if God's speaking through you. It don't matter. It don't matter, right? Do you know how many people that know the Bible front to back, but they can't preach a lick of nothing, right? Like, yeah, you can talk about scripture well, but it's different when you got God speaking through you, right? That's why look, that's like Peter was a fisherman, bro. These dude wasn't no Harvard graduates, right? Oh my God, bro. You know how many people, if you ain't got a theology degree, they think that like there's some people who think that makes you qualified going to Bible school. It's like, bro, women preaching, bro. I used to be like, nah, because you know the words say Paul didn't let him do it. But then I thought about this. Listen how deep this is. Is murder a sin? Does the Ten Commandments say murder is a sin? Yes, right? But God helped David kill Goliath, bro. Think about it. That's deep. See, y'all know, bro. I mean, getting deep with it. That's deep, right? Murder is a sin, right? But God helped David murder Goliath, right? That to me that says it's more about is you doing something for the glory of God and less about it directly being like, you know what I'm saying? And that was the Pharisees' issue a lot. They be focused on the direct like details of stuff. That's why Jesus would do stuff on the Sabbath. He was like, see, y'all get mad because I did it on the Sabbath. But the reason y'all wrong is because if your heart posture towards things, bro. You're not doing stuff for the glory of God. You ain't, that's what the law is for, bro. That's what you're trying to show them. The law is to do good, but it ain't to just. It's too young. Exactly. Exactly. It said that he did most of the miracles a lot of time on the Sabbath on purpose, bro. Nah. So yeah, I think, bro. I've seen. At first, bro, I was like, I don't know if they can, but bro, I've honestly seen some some good sermons, right? Now look, if you don't let women preach at your church, cause look, the church I go to, the dude don't really let women preach like that. He don't. But if you talk to him about it, he said he's not against it, but I think he just don't let it happen in his church, right? Cause he just like that's not how we really, that's not what we do here. I think that's cool, right? If as long as you're not like, right, like if you run in your church, you like we don't really do that here. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Now, if you got like Priscilla Shire or something, or like Joyce Myers, and she want to preach at your church, and you like, you like nah, bro. Then it's like okay, you doing way too much, right? It's deep, dude. And yeah, and not only did he help David kill Goliath, read the book of Joshua, bro. This dude was telling Joshua, don't leave no survivors, bro, consistently. That had me shocked. I said, wait, don't leave no survivors. What the? Wait a second. This is the same dude who said the Ten Commandments do not murder, right? My headphones literally, they bought it, bro. Oh my. Okay, if we die, I gotta get off. All right, that's it. Yeah, I'll see y'all. I said, yo, yeah, ready tomorrow. Ready tomorrow. My gosh. We gotta win. Like, we gotta win, bro. I don't know what. Oh my gosh. We be losing. It's cause we playing ranked, bro. If y'all know if we ain't playing ranked, this be easy dub. Like, yeah, for sure. All right.